I mostly deal with petty thievery and drunken brawls. Been too long.
Staying out of trouble, kinsman. God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn.
Hands off.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a everything's for sale. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Do come back.
won't give us a straight answer.
He's a true Nord. He'll come around.
Don't be so
The Stormcloaks are finding victory. Excellent. You've done us a great service. Here is your reward.
Putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Travel safely. It's dangerous.
If he's not with us, he's against us.
He knows that.
God might get nervous. Approaches with his weapon drawn.
You look worse than
Huh?
The security in White
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once Mikhail gets them. Carlotta put you up to this, didn't she? I'm sorry, but that fiery widow is mine. She just doesn't know it yet. Maybe you're right. I guess I just didn't want anyone to think I couldn't handle one Nord lass. On my honor, I won't bother Carlotta ever again. Some parting advice? Women?
You look like someone who can hold your liquor. How about a quick... If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place. A few drinks? Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started. I'll start round one. Down the hatch. Your turn. Your turn. One down, my friend. One down. And another one for me. And how about you? So says you. I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. Of course, you don't remember getting here. I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Dibella teaches love and compassion. But that doesn't mean we're just going to tell you what you want to know and let you walk away from this. Pick up your mess, then apologize. And if we think you're sincere, we'll consider lending you aid. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up... Oh, I'd love to help you figure it out, but I'm so busy cleaning up the mess you made of our temple. Now, if you were to help tidy up and perhaps apologize afterwards, I might be able to help you. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Pick up your mess, then we'll talk.
Lead us to your Sybil.
What are you doing in here? Stay where you are. The mother will deal with you. Here she is.
And just what do you think you're doing? Unfortunately for you, we don't allow men into the inner sanctum. You have committed a breach and must pay the penalty. Normally, a quick death. Luckily for you, there are more pressing matters. We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use. The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Debellan Sybil. I don't expect you to know what that means. Suffice to say that our Sybil was recently lost to us. Through the protocol, we have seen the home of the next Sybil, to the north in a small village pressed against the stone. If you can travel there and retrieve our young Sybil, your transgression will be forgiven. We believe the place in our vision to be Karthwasten. Now move quickly. The girl must be brought to the temple as soon as possible. Have you heard of the Blessing of Dibella? It can help you with the wooing of women if that's your aim. Or give you strength if you happen to offend one. Typically, we avoid bestowing it upon men. But for the Sibyl's escort, we could make an exception. The Sibyl of Dibella spends her entire life in direct communion with the goddess. From the time she's a little girl to the moment she expires, she is a direct connection with the Heavenly Mother. From her reverie, we know the mind of our god. We have had a vision of the next Sibyl, living in a village to the north. She must be brought to the temple for her reverie to begin. It's considered a great honor for the family. Their daughter will never know hardship, and the goddess blesses them with great bounty. We prefer not to announce that the Sibyl has died until we can introduce the new one. People like to know that we're connected to the goddess. Don't talk to me, defiler. Keep your hands to yourself. I hope you're not planning on picking my pocket.
Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Pick up your mess, then we'll talk. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Pick up your mess, then we'll talk. Talk to me again when you've cleaned up your mess. Talk to me. Well, we can always use contributions. You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
God might get nervous.
Ain't nothing for it. They're still in charge.
Oh, this pendant would look lovely on my sister.
I die for my people.
Here in the city.
Everyone stay back. The Markor City Guard have this all under control. There are no Forsworn here. We'll handle things from here. Move along. I said move along. The Forsworn are just a bunch of madmen. We have everything under control. Stay out of it. That's right. It isn't.
Gods. A woman attacked right on the streets. Are you alright? Did you see what happened? The Forsworn? Strange. Well, I hope the Eight give you more peace in the future for what it's worth. Oh, I think you dropped this. Some kind of note. Looks important. No. I was just getting some fresh air. Had one too many pints of mead at the Silver Blood Inn. I'd get going.
We'll handle things from here. Move along.
Margaret, he killed her. Right in...
I mean... Need to get going. What is it? Huh? Not sure. I don't worship Talos myself. I think I heard someone mention it was underneath the Temple of Dibella, in the big crag in the center of the city. All right, then.
Songs are just old memories that help the lead go down.
Come on in. The Silverblood Inn has plenty of strong drink and clean rooms.
Unlike my husband Klepper, I watch after our guests.
I've seen every corner of Skyrim, but nothing is as beautiful as the battlefield.
I'm what you'd call a soldier of fortune. Make me an offer, and I just might fight at your side.
Hmm?
This is the Silverblood Inn. I'll let you figure out who owns it by yourself. Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter. Got a witch hunter in town from the priesthood of Stendar. Keeps asking questions about that old abandoned house. Did you hear? The Hall of the Dead is closed. Brother Veralis isn't the most popular man in town right now. Any aspiring mage would do well to look for the college in Winterhold. Head there, and you'll get what you're after. Although our Jarl's humble wizard might be willing to help you too. Remember, ale is cheaper than blood in Markarth.
There's no shipments coming in, so I do nothing. Just drink. Alms. I said alms, you backbiter. Give a crippled worker a helping hand.
A man like me makes a lot of enemies. People are always trying to cheat me.
How about a septum? Wait, make that 2 septum. I feel like living it up. Come on. Finally. Now get lost. Bring more gold next time.
Don't. I'm just here to clean up. My father is more generous than he lets on. Gives me plenty of spending money.
My father, Klepper, is the one you want to talk to. I just clean up.
So you don't know anything about this house?
No.
Anyone seen entering or leaving? Any strange lights or unusual noises?
It's abandoned, and it's always been abandoned.
Excuse me, do you know anything about this house? Seen anyone enter or leave? I'm with the Vigil of Stendar. We believe this house might have been used for Daedra worship, evil rites and so forth. I was actually just about to head on inside. It'd be good to have someone watch my back. Follow me, and keep your eyes open. Daedra are powerful creatures and tricksters. Never know what you'll find.
Fresh food. No wood rot on the furniture. Someone's been here. Recently. But the people I asked say no one enters or leaves. Wait, did you hear that? I think it came this way. That's it. Something's inside the house. Come on, get to the bottom of this. Come out! We know you're here. There's another door. See if you can get it open. Stendar's mercy. This isn't an ordinary Daedra. We have to get help.
Weak. He's weak. You're strong. Crush him.
You first. Come on. Let's go. We're getting out of here. Now. Get out of my head, Daedra.
You will kill, or you will die.
I don't want to die. I can't die here. The Daedra has us. It's you or me. Never should have come.
Yes, your reward is waiting for you, mortal. Further down. Yes, further into the bowels. So close, your prize is waiting. Fool! Did you think Molegbal, the Lord of Domination, would so easily reward you? What do you see from that little cage? Speak! Rusted, dry. There was a time when this mace dripped with the blood of the feeble and the worthless. But a Daedric lord has his enemies, and my rival Boethia had her priest desecrated, left it here to decay, until you came. Revenge? No, I want submission. I want the priest who did this to bend his knee and give me his soul. He comes by to perform Boethia's insulting rites at my altar, but he's been missing, captured and bound, left to rot. Save him. Let him perform his rite one more time. And when he does, we will be waiting for him.
I'm right behind you. How can I serve you, my Thane? Let's get going then.
Bloody enough for you, outsider? Then turn around and go back where you came. City doesn't need you, doesn't want you. Blood and silver are what flows through Markarth. That's the way it is. That's the way it'll stay. It's right there in the name of the most powerful family in Markarth, the Silverbloods. They have a whole mine filled with prisoners to dig up silver ore, get smelted by workers they pay, and they own half the city. I work for them. The inn is named after them. When the guards make an arrest, they check with them first. No, I live in a nice house in solitude, where the air isn't filled with smoke from the silver smelters, and golden-haired girls shine my shield. Been here ever since I left the Bard's College. Turns out a few muscles earn more gold than a damn loot. The Silverbloods pay me, let me crack a few skulls, and keep the guards off my back. That's all I need. Jarl is who you want to talk to. Always coin to be made killing off some Forsworn in the hills. As long as you don't mind going axe to axe with a bunch of Daedra-worshipping savages who practice the dark arts. Yeah.
Can I help you? The Treasury House is really just for patrons of the Silverblood family. You don't belong here. I'm sorry. We're only interested in helping our patrons. For one, the landowners of the Reach. It goes without saying that they rely heavily on us for our silver and support. All the miners, farmers, and laborers in the Reach get their daily wages through us. Nepos the Nose handles that part of our business. He has a way with the workers. I have records I need to tend to.
I work for the Silverbloods. Help clean.
I'm sorry to drag you into Markarth's problems, but after that attack in the market, I'm running out of time. You're an outsider. You're dangerous looking. You'll do. You want answers? Well, so do I. So does everyone in the city. A man goes crazy in the market. Everyone knows he's a forsworn agent. Guards do nothing. Nothing but clean up the mess. This has been going on for years, and all I've been able to find is murder and blood. I need help. Please, you find out why that woman was attacked, who's behind Wayland and the Forsworn, and I'll pay you for any information you bring me. She's not from Markarth. The air about her screamed outsider. Visitors to the city usually stay at the Silverblood Inn. He was one of the smelter workers. I used to have a job down there myself, casting silver ingots. I never knew much about Wayland, except he lives in the Warrens, like all the other workers. They're remnants of the old rulers of Markarth, natives of the Reach, followers of the old ways. The Nords drove them out of the city, Ulfric Stormcloak and his men. That was about 20 years ago. But somehow they're still here, and they're killing people. Yes. It all started when I was a boy. My father owned one of the mines, rare for anyone who isn't a Nord. He was killed. Guards said it was just a madman, but everyone knew the murderer was a member of the Forsworn. I've been trying to find out why ever since. Gotten nowhere so far. And then I got married. Have a child of my own on the way. I swore I was going to just give up for my child's sake, but it's like my father's ghost is haunting me, asking me why. Keep your eyes and ears open.
I'm gonna be a silversmith one day, like my mother and father.
Fine armor you've got there. Dwarven made. Am I right?
fiddling with any locks around here, we're going to have a real problem.
What are you hiding, priest?
I'm not hiding anything. It's closed for a reason.
Typical Imperial lies. First, you take away Talos. Now you're keeping us from seeing our honored dead? You and the Jarl will answer for any desecration of my ancestors' bodies.
That's enough, Thongvor. We're done. If it's about the Hall of the Dead, no, you can't go in there. I can't talk about it. Rest assured, the Jarl hears everyone's concerns. You will be able to visit the dead again soon. All right. I was going to suggest the Jarl hire someone to sort this mess out anyway. We've discovered that some of the dead have been eaten. Flesh has been chewed off. Bones were snapped to get at the marrow inside. We haven't caught anyone or anything yet. It's like it knows when I'm there. If you can get to the bottom of this, the priesthood of Arcade will reward you. Take my key, and be careful. Arcade, one of the 8 divines, god of the cycle of birth and death. It is his shrine people pray to when they visit the hall, and his divinity will watch over their ancestors on the way to the next life. New to Skyrim? I was confused at first too. The Nords call their mausoleums the Hall of the Dead. It's where people in the city are buried. Fathers, forefathers, mothers, foremothers. Tread lightly in the hall. We don't know what's in there.
You here to see the Jarl. No sudden moves, understand?
Halt! The Dwemer Museum isn't open to anyone without the court wizard's permission. Calcimo. He's the Jarl's magical advisor, but he spends most of his time studying the ruins. If you want in, Calcimo has to give his say-so. He's usually in front of Nishuan Cell, just down the tunnel.
Ow!
Whole Dwarven city underneath the keep. The Schuenzell. Best steer clear if you don't want a steam centurion carving you up.
I'm Calcelmo's nephew. I help him around the laboratory. Don't let my uncle go on about his theories. He'll be here all night.
What are you doing here? The excavation site is closed. I don't need any more workers or guards. Neshuan Zell? The ruins underneath Markarth? The wealth of artifacts that I've based 2 human lifetimes of research on? You idiot! Do you even know who I am? The most recognized scholar on the Dwemer in all of Tamriel. And you people keep bothering me. I'm sorry, I got too excited. I'm in the middle of some very stressful work, and I shouldn't have yelled. How can I help you? Correct. It's a private place where I can catalog my research. Occasionally, the Jarl will come in and have questions, but that's thankfully rare. I'll let you in if you agree to something for me. There's a giant spider in Neshuan Zell. My workers call her Nimhi, the poisoned one. If you deal with Nimhi, I'll let you into both the excavation site and my Dwemer museum. What do you say? Enthusiasm. Good. Here's the key to the dig site. I had you figured for a mage. I think you'll appreciate this. What? Oh, goodbye.
Not many would walk blindly into a crypt, smelling of steel and blood, but not